arms, and it can also occur on the face and on the body. The herb that I do recommend for it is chamomile. Okay. Now, I know I'm always talking about chamomile, but if it's...
Chamomile, it seems you can take for everything.
That's it. And if it's the only herb that you can get into your dispensary, then get it into your dispensary.
Why is it so good for eczema?
Okay, it's a really good anti-inflammatory. So therefore, any weeping or sore eczema, what you do is you'd make a tea from the dried chamomile flowers.
Yes, yeah.
And then you'd take some bandages, you'd dip the bandages into the tea, and you'd lay it over the top of the eczema. So the tea gets directly onto the affected areas, but it doesn't leave a barrier cream. If you've got a weeping type of eczema, you want something that dries out the eczema but doesn't pull away at the skin. So basically you're using chamomile tea bandages, and you'd use them for small children. They'll keep them on if you wrap it around.
Okay, and does it take the itch away?
It does take the itch away. Straight away,
okay.
You'll find that the children will stop scratching at it.
Brilliant. What else for eczema, Nikki?
Okay, we also use the calendula for the eczema. The calendula is a very good wound healer, so as the eczema has started to dry up, you then want something to stop the drying getting further itchy. So the calendula is what would use.
They're marigolds, yeah.
They are also called marigolds. You can get them basically in the gardens, but you can also get them dried as the flower heads in the health food stores. And you take them, again, you can make a tea out of them, or else you can just wet the flowers and leave them on the affected areas. Like I said, it depends on the age of the child. Small children won't keep it on, older children will when they work out how quickly it helps to heal the skin. You can also get it in a cream. So if you go to the health food store, look for a cream that says chamomile and calendula.
Okay, and should you go to a doctor first of all if you're about to take anything herbal?
Okay, you should, yeah, you should definitely go and see your doctor to make sure that there's nothing else wrong, like other than, you know, a basic condition like eczema. I'd also say with eczema, take the child off milk. There's loads of milk substitutes. Okay. Go for soya, go for rice, go for oat milk, or almond milk even, but lose the dairy for a little while and see if that makes a difference. Certainly give it a month.
Okay. Now, psoriasis, what's the difference between psoriasis and eczema?
Okay, psoriasis is a skin condition that tends to affect older people. It also occurs on the outer surfaces of the skin and quite often very badly in the scalp. Now, I find that psoriasis is a recurrent condition and it can be hard to clear it altogether. Eczema tends to clear much better. With psoriasis, it tends to flare up when the person's under stress. So what you're trying to do is you keep them from getting too stressed.
So you deal with the stress rather than
the skin conditions.
Okay.
So you can use the skin herbs, but you're also looking at using valerian. Now, valerian is the nervine that I recommend for anyone suffering from psoriasis to go and take. What it does is it helps relax the nervous system. Therefore, you cope with stress a lot better.
Okay.
You can again get that in tea form or tincture form, and the tincture is the herb in alcohol.
And how often would you take that? Just any time you're feeling anxious, or should you take it regularly?
If you're starting to feel a little bit anxious before it gets to that build-up and before the psoriasis starts to flare, that's when you take it. That along with the B complex. Go and get yourself a B complex because again that supports the nervous system.
Okay, now today you also wanted to talk about bones and especially arthritis and what to take.
That's right. I mean, our bones are our support structure, so if we're not going around with strong bones, very soon, you know, we end up quite jelly-like. Arthritis is a really common problem here in Ireland. I suggest nettles and I just suggest celery. The nettles work as an antihistamine in the body, and they help take the uric acid out and away from the joints, which gets quite stiff in the arthritis. Varies from rheumatoid to osteoarthritis, but the nettles are also good in the treatment of gout, which is another type of arthritis.
Okay, I've got some
nettle tea there.
Here. Yep, that's nice. You were saying earlier on, it smells like grass. It does a little bit, tastes a bit as well.
It tastes a bit, but a little bit of honey in it is good.
Okay.
Then celery seed. Celery seed works almost as a diuretic to help flush through the system.
I didn't realise they have such amazing qualities.
Very good qualities, celery seed. And what you'll find is it'll flush away the toxins that build up around the joints and help movement much easier. Again, The celery seed is easily available in the health food stores, and it's basically a tablespoon to a glass of boiling water. Strain it and drink it 3 times a day.
Okay, fantastic. Now, lymph nodes.
Okay, our lymph nodes are basically our garbage cans of our bodies. Anyone will know that when you get a head cold, you start to get swellings up here and underneath the chin.
I only realised that a few weeks ago I had felt little lumps behind my ears, and I thought, of course, the worst case scenario, but it went when the cold.
That's right. What happens is the body's not able to get rid of the fluid and the lymph quick enough, so they swell up. What I've recommended is the sticky willies, the Galium apiarine.
We call them sticky backs here, and I remember as a child you used to fling them onto the back of your friends and they'd be hanging out of them for the whole day. It was hilarious.
Juice them, get them out of the garden and stick them through the juicer with your apples and your oranges.
Do they taste okay?
They taste great.
Okay, and of course you should check when you're picking things from the garden that it is exactly,
check it with the garden centre to make sure it is the correct herb.
Okay, now details of these products are on our website, rte.ie/The Afternoon Show, and also on Airtel page 365. Now, that's the topic of our phone in today. It's about herbal healing. If you have any questions at all, if you're worried, if you're about to take something, or if you're looking for some advice from Nikki on different types of herbal healing, we'd love for you to get in contact. The number is 1850 71 71 11. That's 1850 71 71 11. Or you can send us a text. Text the word studio followed by your question for Nikki to 53555. That's 53555. And you're staying with us and you're going to take all those calls later.
I will.
Thanks a million, Nikki.
See you later.
Shayna.
Brilliant. Back in the kitchen again. Eamon O'Cahan is with us. We're continuing our World Series.
6 o'clock, people should watch out and boil, cook, Donegal, Galway, Meath and Mayo, which gives me